Welcome to India Talks. India Talks is brought to you by QTV, the channel for decision makers, and Indoindians.com, the Indian portal for Indonesia. Indo-Indians provides you a lot of information on India and Indonesia, on ways to do business, what you should know, and a huge variety of information. We talk to the movers and shakers in Indonesia and in India, and to get the correct information and knowledge to you. Today we have a very special guest here with us at the studio who has had many hats, and he's currently also wearing many different hats. He has been the Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, for his investment, and he is and he's still prompting me on the various hats he wears. Welcome to our show, Mr. Marzuki. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm okay, Poonam. Yeah, so nice to see you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you here on India Talks.
Yes.
And most importantly, you are the chairman of Ecaii, the Economic Association for Indonesia and India.
Yes.
Which helps the companies in Indonesia, Indian companies in Indonesia.
I'm having about 71 members companies.
Okay, 71 Indian companies?
Yeah, this we call it here is a foreign direct investment come from India.
I see.
And also companies owned by Indonesian citizen but descendant from India.
I see, ethnic Indians.
Ethnic India, yeah. So it goes Indonesia, so whatever, yeah. So it's interesting.
Yep.
And we are under this association. We're trying to penetrate Indonesian market for the Indian.
Right.
And vice versa, Indian market for Indonesia.
So in Indonesia, you have 71 companies which have either from Indian nationals or Indian foreign direct investment or Indian ethnic nationals. As a part of these objectives, what are the kind of support services that Ecaii provides to Indian companies?
Oh, well, for example, about information. So how to do business
in Indonesia.
Indonesia, and we want to do the right partner. Since I claim myself as part Indian and part Indonesia.
Yeah, you are half Indian.
half and half. So I can, for example, provide to our Indian businessmen to talk to the right person, and both in the business sector and or also because I was, former bureaucrat.
Right.
So in the government wing, both central and also up to what we call by regional. So at sub-district. So since I have a lot of friends, so it going to cost saving and do the thing directly, not through all the brokers.
Right. Now, in your areas, what areas now with India and China growing economies around the world?
Yes.
How do you think India can help Indonesia? And in what areas?
Well, for example, we just have a talk, between Indonesian government and Indian government. Because SICA is a comprehensive economic cooperative agreement.
It's a cooperative agreement.
Try to in both trade in goods and also trade in services and intellectual property right.
Right.
Now, for example, I offer to my Indian business friend, Indonesia has an business in education. So they may embark not only for playgroup and kindergarten, but also up to primary school, secondary school. And I told my friend, well, in India, I got technology to do it cheaper compared to the Western country.
Correct.
So why don't we come to Indonesia and we use Indonesia for your own laboratory, and then go to the world. That's one example.
Correct. And there's a huge opportunity for education in Indonesia.
Exactly.
And with the huge potential that it has, Indian educational institutions can definitely provide
make collaboration,
and
then go to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
And another thing we can do, because of strategic location. In Indonesia, when in America they going home from the office.
Yep.
And here people just coming to the office.
Yeah.
So with Indian knowledge about information technology. So why don't such an office, back offices in Indonesia? And when this American, they go home and they send all the data to Indonesia as they go to in the office, while they're sleeping. And
so
they
all
come
the
back
work
early.
can be ready for them when they
Exactly.
get to the office
So
the next day.
with kind of married technology from India, but manpower from Indonesia with a good location, then we can cover the world. That's the idea, among others. Yeah.
There has been a very long history of cooperation between India and Indonesia.
Yes, I think let me. I think Indonesian nation has to say thanks to the Indian nation. In 1947, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru whispered to our leader, we have a negotiation in Lake Success in New York between Indonesian delegation and the Dutch delegation. And to get an ammunition that initially exists, Nehru whispered to Sultan the Nine, Mengkemau the Nine, you have to do something. So they exist. So it's known as general attack in Yogyakarta. It initiated by Sultan, but executed by Suharto. With that kind of thing, then the world Indonesia still exists. So I have said thanks to Nehru. He gave a very nice advice. That's one thing.
Yeah.
A lot. And also Nehru sent an airplane to evacuate Sukarno and Hatta.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that among others. And way back, the Buddha and Hinduism, Hindu and Buddha,
They coexist.
come from India, and Sanskrit is, it's a lot of same names, like Vardhana,